So what are some of the rules of the road in terms of what is currently out there and what's already, or what will go into effect starting November 2015? So what was changed in terms of what you will be able to do? So wide IoH, again, exceeding 15 feet or crossing the center line of the roadway, you can extend over the side of the road into a lane intended for travel in the opposite direction. That would be legal. You can extend into a passing lane on a 3-lane highway. You can extend into another lane intended for travel in the same direction if it does not impede other vehicles. However, you must yield the right-of-way to an oncoming vehicle and yield half of that roadway. Yeah, it might be tough if you're going down a town road and you got a super wide implement husbandry, but if you meet a car, that car technically has that right to the right side of the road. You may not drive on the left side of the roadway on a grade, high grade, whatever, or curve, if the area is designated as no passing zone or creates a hazard to oncoming traffic. You may not drive so slowly as to impede the normal movement of traffic. And must, if practical, yield the roadway to an overtaking vehicle. Farmers, for the most part, are pretty courteous people, and if they see a line of cars behind them, if they get a chance, they are going to move over to the side of the road, as you should. So Act 377, it repealed a provision that was passed, I think, in 2011, that allowed motorists to pass IoH and ACMV in a no passing zone. So under current law, you can now, as a car or truck vehicle, you can pass somebody in no passing zone if they're going half the posted speed limit. And this was in 2011 we passed the law. You could also pass an IoH or an ACMV didn't exist then, but it became dangerous because you don't know when the tractor with the IoH is going to be making that left-hand turn. So that's been repealed. You can, in terms of passing the tractor IoH, you can no longer do that.
I got a question on your last slide about, passing and implement husbandry in a no passing zone. What happens as a, so if I'm going down the road with the chopper, and it's a no passing zone, but it's clear, should I not pull over to let the other person pass?
The issue is if you do pull over in a no passing zone, and now they can't pass and implement a husbandry, if they have to cross that center line, they're illegally passing. So in a no passing zone, it would be best to stay right in your lane until you get to an area where they can pass.
Also, in this law was part of the educational process. There's delayed enforcement by the State Patrol. Never seen this in my 30 years with the State Patrol, but it's in here where the State Patrol can only issue warnings for anything that 377 changed, like over length, width, weight, to a Category A IoH, a farm tractor, or a Category B, the self-propelled or tillage, planting, cultivating equipment power with its power unit. We can only issue warnings. So if it was over farm tractor, was somehow over length, or farm tractor overweight, you can be issued a warning for that only. You're told of the weight as part of the educational process. Now, the delayed enforcement does not apply to, I'm going to take these out of order, Ag CMVs. Ag CMV, if you're overweight, State Patrol can take enforcement action, issue a citation. Category C's IoH, that's your farm trailers and tractor combinations, manure trailer, tractor combinations, those can be issued citations for overweight. Does not apply to any of these new weight violations on the interstate. It's not allowed there in the first place, so State Patrol can issue citations for that. The other thing is, does not apply to county or local law enforcement. The state legislature passes a state law. State Patrol is part of DOT, a state agency. They can tell us we can't take enforcement action. In Wisconsin, with all the local control, the state can't write a law and say, county, you cannot write a ticket on this. So county could issue citations on this. So then that is just delayed enforcement until they picked my birthday, January 15th of 2015, on that. And then after that, so it's part of an educational process.